Yes, we did unlock the next mission. It is the Screen Part 2. Enemy mech forces and infantry are in position to our north in the vicinity of Tatma at Objective Diane. We expect a mechanized company plus the task force S2 templates that the enemy is established in a what? Now I'm confused about the next sentence here. Try if you can get some sense out of it. The task force... I'm a bit confused about the next statement, however. Try see if you can get any logic out of this. The TF, I'm guessing Task Force S2 templates that the enemy is established in a well-prepared defense with 3 dismounted mechanized rifle platoons in a horseshoe formation tied into the terrain and a dismounted infantry strongpoint on the west side of his defensive position. This strong point is templated to have 80 firing line comprised of 80 DMs. The enemy also has extensive obstacle belt, 3 dismounted reconnaissance teams, and 2 combat security outposts forward to the security zone. The most probable and most dangerous course of action is for the enemy to courageously hold his defensive positions, destroy friendly units in his kill sack as they move through the restrictive terrain north of Tatma. I am Wolfpack 6, the commander of Delta Team Task Force Thunder with 2 tank platoons and a mechanized platoons of Bradleys, yes! As the main effort of the brigade attack on Tatma, Task Force Thunder attacks to siege Objective Diane to facilitate passage of follow-on forces that would gain control of Tatma. Last night, the scout platoon, Team Catcher, attempted to infiltrate through this zone to recce enemy positions and obstacles. At first light this morning, Task Force TOC had lost comms with the scouts. Before TOC lost comms with the unit, scout had received the following information. Reported a complex obstacle with 80 and AP mines running northeast-southwest via NI C108 and NI C107. Dismounted enemy infantry via NI C106. Last reported grid 11-2606. Last information 1000 hours. Contact armor 1 kilometer south of Objective Diane out. That was, us that did this part here. So, yeah, we lost contact. It didn't go well. With that clearer picture of the enemy, the Task Force commander believes that tomorrow's attack will be unsuccessful. He wants you to assume the mission of the scout platoon. The Task Force commander directs you to conduct a force-oriented zone reconnaissance of limit of attack Steelers to confirm or deny S2's template. He attaches a engineer squad to your company team to assist on your mission, and he orders your position your fist V's in one of 2 OPs marked on tactical map to observe preparatory fires for the objective. You have priority of artillery fires until 0600. Weather conditions are set to stay hot and overcast with light westerly winds. Ground conditions are very dry. The area is clear of civilians, so we can just pound everything if we want to. Wants us to recce all named areas of interest to identify the composition, disposition and array of enemy forces in the vicinity of Objective Diane and the obstacles in the security zone, and to destroy CSOPs and any other reconnaissance assets in the zone. After completing your reconnaissance mission will be to Fist 5, you'll do whatever la-di-da-di-da task force map, so we will probably be taking Overwatch, I'm guessing. I don't know, it doesn't show on a tactical map, so let's have a look here on this view and see what we got. Oh yeah, we got fist ops over here on that area, and we've got mines in this area, so avoid this basically. We've got a lovely little wall going on. Yeah, what else do we have? Do we have another fist OP? Fist OP over here. This is actually not a bad fist OP. This thing over here, nicely concealed, as is that one over here. So where's our fists? Do we know? Because these are all tanks. This is probably a fist, right? Yeah, it's a B fist. I do like that name because it's a Bradley fist. So could we select that vehicle? Oh yeah, we need to give a movement order, don't we? So move you... Oh no, let's press the right button. There we go. So push you into that OP. And do we have another one on this flank, or do we only have one B fist? I'm guessing we only have one B fist. So we're going to go with this position over here. We've got lots of tanks because we are expecting quite a lot of resistance. Let's not put them out in the open, however. That's a stupid idea. The best thing to do is use cover and concealment if and when possible. Over here to go. We'll have to try and use the B-fist to recce. Get you moved slightly further forward. There you are. You guys are here, but I would like you to move through this covered area over here. And you, what are these CPs? I'm not aware what the CPs are, but they're a thing. I don't know what thing they are, but they are there. But we'll try and set this up here. Bring you lot. First orders will be to bring you. Although you are facing with quite heavy... I mean, I don't want to move the tanks anywhere near that because they are buildings and we need infantry to secure them before we send in the tanks. So maybe if we try and concentrate our main push, like you, for example, can be on hunt to this point. You can be on hunt for... No, not reverse, but hunt, please. Move over here, try and take up a position facing that way. You can be on hunt, moving into your fist OP. Thank you. You guys are here. You guys can try and move out. You're very well concealed. First main battle tank. Also on hunt maneuvers into this area. Just nice and slowly, nice and carefully. This is really treacherous out here. We've just had one tactical defeat. We don't want another one, a more conventional defeat. I feel like that's just the way of sugarcoating the fact that I lost. So let's get ready here, start the mission. We have located face line cowboys. You're over here, you're now encountering infantry in that area over here. Are they armed? Very little, that's just second squad. Oh, and now we've actually got infantry contact up here. You're moving around here to flank. Lots of fire going out here. You're just a RPG-7 team, so I'm not terribly concerned about you. So pause here for a quick moment. Let's try and investigate. We have infantry here dug in a trench line. They're wrecker units. They have done their job, so we need to get into that trench line. And we shall nominate this Bradley because it is nearer. What are you carrying? You're carrying 6 men. And you're carrying... What's that you're carrying? Looks like a vomit bag. Let's hope you're not carrying that. We're not planning on going airborne. Bring you over here. Meanwhile, you shall be positioned right over here. You guys can all stay behind here. So you guys will... Whoa! Hello, seas? That is close. There is a... what is that flying over? That's an ATGM. So you, Tanky McTank phase, need to rush down into this galley to get a bit more cover. You need to advance slowly forward. You've been given a movement order. You're over here, you're advancing, you are holding. You probably also need to advance a wee bit. So you guys will definitely be more of a convergence over here. Yeah, that exploded without causing any damage. So keep this fire going. You're observing over here. Hopefully that RPG-7 team has been cleared out. Could you guys move over here, try and get into that position? We just need to be very careful that we don't lose the Brad. This Brat has arrived over here by the beginning of a trench line, correct? Pause, can we see where that trench line is? No, you're quite far away from that trench line. So could you quickly move over here? I don't know how deep that trench line is. I don't know if we can see those trench lines immediately. Holy shit, he's just firing his 120mm cannon at point blank range into that unit. So maybe we don't want to dismount our infantry. You have arrived over here. Turn to face, turn to face. Interface, yeah, fire on that gun, keep them suppressed. You guys need to assault in and take that fucking trench line. Fucking move it. Okay, that was an explosion. That's a destroyed Brad. Oh no, I like my Brads a lot. Please don't kill my Bradders. What's doing that? Is it the AT team over here, the RPG team? Perhaps it is. You are now occupying the fist OP, although there is a slight problem. Of that, I can actually see that there are trenches in the side here. So let's try and bring up some of these tanks. You need to hunt. You need to keep pushing into this area. We need to keep pushing over here. We need to support each other here. This is sort of a mutual support system that we've got going on. You guys now currently don't have any lines of sight. Could you move up to the next bush up here? Oh god, ATGM inbound, ATGM inbound. Fucking... You took that on the face. You need to move over here as fast as possible, and you rest of you just need to mallet that piece of shit. So you need to quickly move up here, try and take up a firing point. They must be feeling pretty poor about their choices in life, right? So you need to quickly move up here, try and establish a different firing position. You need to keep advancing, pound those motherfuckers. Quick, bring it in here. What are you firing at? You're firing over here on a BMP-1. Fucking Christ. We need to maneuver tanks around here then. So quickly move you out of wherever you are. You can go ahead and push up and take its position. Meanwhile, we've got infantry out here. Oh! Ooh, that was close. And a half. I mean, I'm moving these tanks out here completely unsupported of infantry. That is not an intelligent move. I am aware. Deselect these vehicles. Select these Bradders. Quick move over here. We just need to get them moving. We can't just keep them sitting. You are observing. You do not have sight lines over here to get you up here to the next tree line. Explosion seems to be occurring. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Thank you. These tanks are operating in this area. We need to get you guys moving, don't we? Could you quickly move over here as well? We need to get you out of the open, or as open a territory as you're currently in. Over here, get into some sort of covering concealment. You're on a very good overwatch position. Bring you over here. I'm aware that we are very close to the buildings, but we just have to be for now. You here need to quickly move into these tree lines and take up concealment. This is not a great overwatch point for our Bradders, is it? Bring you over here, slightly further forwards. Trying to see if you can't deal with any of the other issues that we are facing. Quickly move up here to the next tree line. Get you in here, try and get some lines of sight onto whatever's going on next time round. Are you not meant to try and find that over here? Or has it been knocked out? It has been knocked out. So let's try and push you into this next line. Over here, we need to get a bit more aggressive over here as well. Get you guys moving out from wherever you are. Quickly move up to the next phase line if you would. You're just sitting here, move up to the next phase line. Keep you moving, keep you moving. You guys are moving yet? No, you have moved to here and decided that this is a lovely place to be and that you don't want to move from here. Well, let's change your mind, shall we? You lot, quickly move down to here. You're facing the wrong way. Slightly problematic, if you ask me. Quickly move you up here to the next phase line, seeing as we already have... Oh god, they're parked on top of one another. Let's get these tanks spaced out a bit more. We're seeing, or hearing fire rather, of the 50 cal. You're moving up here trying to use the forest, which really isn't where you should be moving. We have located phase line raiders. Then we are now preparing the next advance over here. Can you turn to face this way? You are facing the wrong way too. Slightly worrying to see that. Are you also facing the wrong way? No, you're not. You're facing the right way. Where is this? Bradley's moving up here. Hopefully you'll be able to get a decent sight lines onto whatever's going on here. And let me just see here, do we not have... We do have a acquire asset. That's probably what I'm thinking of. You're now firing on assets over here. Okay, you need to move fast over here. Get into cover. You're the command vehicle. You'll probably need to get the fuck away from that, yeah? So, and where's the Bradders? Bradders is over here. Bradders can then try and call in fire on this whole area over here, as we seem to have a lot of assets over here. So area target right over here, this whole area too. Medium personnel, immediate confirm. Thank you. So just try and light these motherfuckers up and get the infantry out of their vehicles and set up along the tree line so as to use it as a shield. Right, so they're now out here trying to protect the assets that we have. You're calling in this, you're sitting here. How are you doing? You don't have a line of sight over here. You're poking out here. That commander just wants to have his head outside, but that's alright. So perhaps what we want to do is now try and bring up these Bradleys onto this next tree line over here. That was a wee bit off. If you guys could go ahead and quickly move onto the next tree line, then we'll dismount, move troops out on foot up here to that front over here, try and clear that tree line and establish some sort of fire base. See, now we're actually firing on that, and that is bloody good. So keep shelling that whole area over there. That is where they've got a lot of stuff digged in, ducked in. Whatever. You are also an ATDM unit, right? But you're empty, so we don't need to care about you. You over here's a ATDM. You're out. Infantry's now out on foot. You guys got lines of sight on this. Could you go ahead, try and engage that if you have sight lines? This is where a medium machine gunner team would be very useful indeed. Yeah, you're pushing in here. Get the infantry out. Assault forwards from this current position. What about the other flank over here? We've got a tank sitting back here. So quickly move him up as well into this tree. Whoa! Contact! Contact! Oh, they're being fired upon from a flank. You guys, quickly move over here. Try and support that. Yeah, you as well. Quickly move this direction. Try and get onto whatever the fuck that is. Yes, good job. You're now laying down a massive weight of fire with your 25mm guns. You assault out of the vehicle and take up a position at the front down here as we just keep shelling that area repeatedly. You guys are overwatching. You're sitting here. The B-Fist is observing in this area. You guys need to keep orientating over here. We may want to get some fire going down on that tree line as well at some point. Meanwhile, over here we need to bring up some more tanks. There seems to be an ATGM unit sitting right here that we probably... No, that's not even an ATGM. That is actually for this infantry out here to move over here and then assault onto that position, because that is problematic to say the least. Get you moving slightly more forwards if you would. These units are over here. They are just watching now. Infantry out on foot. Get you facing this way, please. Thank you. We've lost another Brad. Disappointingly, and that's a command Brad. Yeah, but that was the mad guns that we had earlier anyway, innit? Could you guys try and assault that, please? As you are being brought forwards over there. Lots of fire going over here. Yeah, we need to get some fire going on this area over here. So select this mortar area target. Actually, disregard that. We might want to get a linear target going from here. Stretching all the way along those trench lines too. Medium, personnel immediate, confirm, thank you. Do you not have an order? Yeah, you do. It was just a bit laggy because there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Assault down here. Take up a position. This infantry unit is indeed moving out here, and they're trying now to lay down fire. I think they might even be grenading that unit. To get you moving down here quick, get a line of sight on whatever the fuck is going on over there. Meanwhile, you guys are doing a beautiful banning overwatch right onto that enemy machine gunning team or RPG team, whatever the fuck that is. You were meant to assault the trench line if you would, but you ran past it. There also seems to be some sort of ATGM fire going on alongside over here, which hopefully we will be able to engage at some point. Bring you up here, for example, you might get eyes on, just fucking pound the cunts. Tanks over here, I reckon they can now push forwards into the next tree line. You're sitting over here, quickly move you forwards over here in support. So you're advancing into this. Could you lay down a fire on that position, please? More infantry being spotted. We're pushing up here with infantry. Quickly move slightly forwards over here. So we need to assault on top of Objective Diane, preferably soon, but we just need to make sure that we recce this whole area. So they're now also encountering infantry over here. What are you encountering, to be precise? Just a little RPK gunner. But you are advancing forwards, engaging the units in the open. You guys need to just halt here and observe in this area. What are you engaging? That is a medium machine gunner that you are indeed seeing, and that you need to try and attack a bit more aggressively. Get you out here in this gully. Do we have another armor unit? We have an armor unit over here. Quickly move you up here on that plateau. Okay, that's a tank being immobilized by something, I don't know what. So that needs to be kept in mind. Infantry over here, you are advancing in this direction. You guys need to move slightly more forwards. Is that tank being pounded repeatedly over here? Because I feel like it is. What do we have out here? We need to bring this one back a bit. Reverse you, get you into a different position. We're sort of clumping together here. You're where you were told to go. Let's try and assault this trench line. Fucking move it. Assault, assault, assault. You don't have any kind of lines of sight at all. Is it us or them shelling? I don't know. You are just two men. That's a crew of that, Brad. That went down early on. Oh, we got airburst. I've just realised that looked like airburst. That's really good because they're in entrenched positions. This infantry unit can go ahead, assault up this hillside, and prepare for an assault through those trenches. We can even see a trench here. So that is probably its first assault order. Although we do need to be careful not to overextend into our own mortar fire. You are uncovering more infantry. There's a command element sitting over here with an RPG, which is currently pinned. Do you have... No, you've got sight lines on the medium machine gun team. So let's see if we can bring you slightly more forward. You guys are assaulting a trench line and you are getting down here. This is going to be man-to-man. Oh my god, he's literally firing over the top as they crawl into the trench line. That was brutal. We'll rotate a tank here to face in this direction and hopefully engage this medium machine gunner. He is a major thorn in my side. Can we... Probably can engage that target right over here. That should be where it is. So let's see here. That's been knocked out. Well done. Clear that target. You've done all you needed to do. So we're now encountering more infantry over here. So could you quickly move down here, try and take up a different position? So we are putting down a lot of fire. We're just waiting here. We don't know what's going on here. I'm hoping that this infantry once down here, and it is now suppressing that area, right? Yeah, once this infantry unit has tried to clear this out, bringing up another Brad here, we can try and see about up here now. So could you go ahead and move up then in support over here, because I feel like having the high ground would be very useful indeed. So get a slow movement over here, get you to turn to face in this direction. And what do we have? We've got Brad over here, quick move forwards. We have an Abrams here, quickly move this over on this side. We have another Brad here, move you over here, keep you slightly further back. We need to keep in mind that there is some sort of AT unit over here. This tank is sitting very well concealed. Maybe we can go ahead and give a hunt maneuver over on this flank. You are immobilized, and you probably won't not be immobilized at any point. Are we keeping units back? Well, we're keeping those back, but they were destroyed. Mortar fire is coming in. So we might want to try and see that. We've got contact, it sounds like, up here. This infantry unit is now sounding like it's engaged with units further up. Oh yeah, they're now uncovering some sort of AT asset. Yeah, that's an ATGM. That will be really useful if you took that out, actually. Keep it moving up there, lads. Keep it fucking moving, yeah? Where was a tank that we sent up here alongside? Yeah, you have got sight lines. So engage that unit. Fucking suppress them as the infantry advances upwards. Okay, they're now infantry firing this up here. So assault up here onto this. And we should be preparing for the final push. You need to have you slowly move forwards here. Do we not have a Brad? We've got you as a Brad, right? Oh god, now they're shelling the position we're currently occupying here, so that's not great. That unit is dead. Yeah, that unit's combat ineffective, that's not coming back. So we're now bringing up these assets over here to try and cover fire. Oh god, it sounds like they might even be hitting our vehicles. Could you go ahead and reverse away from this position? Because I think we've lost that one. You've been destroyed, and that's even Company HQ, so that's not great. You're on Overwatch, so should anything happen over there, but we don't want to actually move yet, do we? We want to keep them on Overwatch. So let's try now and see up here. What do we have up here? You are here. You'll need to assault that position now. Yeah, let them mallet them. Get them head down, yeah? And now we need to try and assault this position. That unit will force its way down on that side. You are a tank that's just observing back here. You're also a platoon headquarters. There's also a tank sitting here with not really much to do. So once we've secured this objective up here, or rather my side objective, we need to clear this up before we send out the vehicles into the open. Go on, get up there, yeah, throw grenades, do every fucking thing up here. You are a Bradley holding slightly back, but you've got a very good sight line on everything over here. You guys are ready, so I'm guessing we can now get you to assault forwards into this area over here, and these units will try and lay down massive weight to fire should anything happen to you. So turn to face. You're over here too. You're immobilized. So when did that happen? I don't remember that happening. But you're in a very good OP, so that's okay. You're over here. Over here's where the action is right now. Have we taken? Yeah, we have taken that. So you need to assault through these trenches over here. Just try and clear them one by one. Even though mortar fire is coming in on them. You, meanwhile, can go ahead, call in from this unit, area target. Over here, this area, over here, 2 guns, light, short, personnel, immediate, confirm. We just need to strike that area of known enemy positions. You over here are on Overwatch. Can you call in? You can call in over here, so call in an area target. I believe we had it over in that area, so do quite a large one. 2, medium, short, personnel, immediate, thank you, on that area. Hopefully that'll do the job. As this infantry unit has made it over to the next line, let's get you assaulting into these trenches and moving up this hillside. These are on Overwatch. They can probably get you reversing, facing in a different direction so as to lay down fire. You're 3 strong. That was a nasty attack. We saw you been destroyed. You have not. So they're now pounding that area up here. Hopefully you are now manoeuvring over here. You're going through some mortar fire. I'm guessing that's not our mortar fire. You guys might want to stop what you're doing and quickly move back here. Oh no, that doesn't matter because they're also all dead, given all of that mortar fire. Turn to phase. So you're calling in all of that over here. Yeah, we got units over there. We've seen they're now engaging over here. There will be mortar fire coming in on that area. You're missing the target. So I think we have one infantry unit that's actually combat effective right now, and that's not a great situation. Hopefully they can push up here and sort out whatever the fuck is going on. Maybe we'll go ahead and send up a unit out here, hunt, try and get a bit more aggressive than we currently are. Get some Brad sub in support. Meanwhile, you as a tank can go ahead and hunt over here, as this tank also hunts up here onto the high ground. We also need to move you. Hunt over here, try and get that going. We're now pounding that tree line. We are also pounding over here as this infantry has now taken cover. So I reckon we are safe to push into the next line of trenches over here and over there. Meanwhile, we can go ahead and grab this tank, put it on hunt mode, slightly forwards. You are a Brad. You can go ahead and hunt down to the bridge alongside your mate, the tank over here. Hunt maneuver. We have a bit of fire coming on this flank from a headquarters element, D company headquarters. You are B company headquarters, armoured. Getting that trench line. You guys need to assault on into this trench line. We now have vehicles providing overwatch, so we can now assault up here. Can you then go ahead and quickly move on to that face line for me? Maybe that'll finish. Yes, we did. Total victory. 4 men killed. That was less than I thought. 7 men wounded. 1 tank lost, 2 armoured vehicles lost. They lost 70 men. Yeah, we gave them a right old kicking here.